Guys, this is a quick video just to show you how to navigate the SiteApp Pro app. So you've got it on your phone. You can see there's a black circle in the middle. Just to the left of that is a bit of an engagement score. It shows you how much you're using SiteApp Pro. To the right is the site induction. So when it's red, it means that you haven't completed the site induction for the site. If it's green, it means the site induction's been completed for the site. So it's really easy to tell when somebody shows you their phone. Red means it hasn't been done, green means it's been done. So if you click there, you can go to the site induction. Okay. Now you can see, you just go through the questions and you answer the questions in the site induction. Okay. Over here in the middle, you've got a little arrow, and if you click on that, you can see the different sites. So you can click the site that you're on. Over to the left here, you've got the check-in button. So if you click the check-in button, which you should do when you arrive on site in the morning, you check in and management can see that you're on site. And you check out when you leave. The checkout, you can see management see you've left site. This is good for monitoring people working alone and just seeing where the crew's at. It also is good for emergency procedures, so we know who's on site and who isn't on site. Next one down is the hazard board. If you click on the hazard board, you can see the hazard, controls in place, risk rating, or they call it here the residual risk impact, and PPE to be worn for that particular task. So I'll talk a bit more about the risk rating in another session. If you go to the bottom right hand corner, you'll see a little orange circle with a plus sign in the middle. If you click on that, basically these are all the forms that have been made for the business in SiteApp Pro. Okay, so you can grab any form you want from there, but what we've done is we've gone in this to-do list. I'll open it up. We've gone and grabbed the forms that are done the most. So we've put them in this week's tasks. So these are the forms you'd be expected to do on a really regular basis or on a weekly basis. And then we've got forms that have been done on a monthly basis down below. So it means you don't have to, every time you're going in, you don't have to go in here to find a form every time. Most regular ones used are in that to-do list. Okay, so reporting an incident. So make sure you report incidents and near hits as soon as they happen so we can learn from them. If in doubt, if you should report it anyway. Learn from the incidents. If you go to the top left-hand corner, there's those three little bars, and you click there. Home takes you back to where we've just come from. You can see there's a list of things there. One of them is tasks that need to be done. It'll highlight if there's a task to be done. Messages you've got. Also, if you go resources, get into all of the documents and procedures for the business sitting here in SiteApp Pro. Just alphabetically in here. If you want to see them in the folder they're in, the group, it's easier to find them. Push explore and find them that way. Task analysis, all the task analysis are in that box. Okay. So if we go back to the home page, you can see up the top right-hand corner, there's a little message button. If you tap on that, you can see messages. So if you click the little button, the plus button to the side, you can write a message. You can send it to everyone you can see, or you can choose who to send it to. select recipients, select it to myself. Okay. So it's a good way to send messages between one another in the business. Go back to the home page. That's pretty much everything, just navigating around. Learn more about the forms as we go and what can be done. I'll teach you how to use certain forms so you know how to use them properly. One other thing that I forgot to mention, or might have mentioned, is the project. So make sure you select the project you're on. Okay, a little bit of information. If you've got any questions, feel free to get in contact. That's all for now. Cheers.